Hello everyone. Today we have the revision lesson about comparative and superlative form of adjectives. So let's first of all remember our rule how to use adjectives as a part of speech in English. So adjectives describe people or a subject. For example, slow, fast, easy, busy, beautiful. As you see in our picture, we have got three people, Jane, Laura, and Sandra, and we use the adjective in the first sentence. Jane is tall. We just describe Jane. So, if you want to compare two people, for example, Sandra and Jane, you must use comparative form. Slower, faster, easier, busier, more beautiful. For example, Sandra is taller than Jane. We compare Sandra with Jane. So, and the last one, when we compare one person with other people. Laura is the tallest of all. We use superlative form. The slowest, the fastest, the easiest, the busiest, the most beautiful. Here we have our rule. With one syllable or two syllables adjectives, we form the comparative with adding er and the superlative with ending est. Tall, taller, the tallest. With adjectives of more than two syllables, we form the comparative with more and the superlative with the most. You see this example with the word beautiful. Beautiful, more beautiful, the most beautiful. So now I want to do with you some exercises. Let's open our grammar bank. And the first one, we must use the correct form. Do computers programmers earn much or more money than graphic designers? Here we have two jobs, computer programmers and graphic designers. So we must use comparative, more money. Jack is much braver than Simon. You see the word than, so you compare Jack and Simon, and remember that we use comparative. The comparative is braver. Sultan Kozan has the biggest hands in the world. Here we have only one person. So, the superlative form. And we use the biggest, yes. Surgeons need to be very. When we have got the word very, we must remember that we must use only adjective. Skillful. John's haircut is worse than Freddy's. John's haircut, Freddy's haircut. Compare to with the word better. Jew is the most short, the shortest. You remember that short words with one or two syllables must add the ending, so you use shortest. Helen is very reserved, more reserved than Monica. Two people, Helen, Monica. Loan word, reserved, so more reserved. Sarah is thinnest than me. We compare Sarah with us, so thinner. We must use the comparative form. Next, let's fill the gaps. You have got words very, much, more, most, than, as. Let's try to do the correct sentence. An air traffic controller needs to be more careful and interior designer. We compare two people, controller and designer. So we use more careful comparative form, and after that we must put the word than. He thinks that acting is the interesting job in the world. Acting, only one job in the sentences, so it's the superlative form, their interesting job. We must put the word most. Mary isn't reliable as Jessica. If you see S in your sentences, you must know that they have got a friend, and the friend is singular too. So, as reliable as Jack is the daring person I know. The daring, alone. So, the most daring is correct. Rocky is a shy teenager. We just have got shy and not some comparative superlative form. So use the word very shy. Stuntmen are more skillful TV presenters. Here we have the same situation than in the first sentence. We must use the word than when we compare to, between, yes? Number 7, Laura is the outgoing person. The outgoing person, the most outgoing person. And the last one, Mark is more easygoing than his brother. We know that we can use the word much with more, much more easygoing with brother. Okay, number 3. Here you must fill the sentences with the correct relative and comparative form. So, an acrobat is, then an air traffic controller. You see the word then, you see two jobs, acrobat and traffic controller, so comparative form. Fit, a short word, so fitter. But remember to use double T, yes? Going to the cinema is expensive than. Again comparative, but the word expensive is long, so is more expensive. Fast car in the world. It's a superlative form. So we must use the, of course, and fast is the short word. The fastest. A woman from China has long hair in the world. Again, superlative form about hair. Long is a short word, so now ending est. The longest. Laura is much happy today than she was yesterday. There are two conditions of our Laura, yes, to fill in. So much happier. We must use the comparative form. Remember, change Y into I. A storm chaser needs to be daring than a security guard. Daring, we can't use the ending, so we speak about more daring comparative form for long words. More daring. The weather is much than yesterday. Remember this word. Bad worse the word. So we must use much worse than yesterday. And the last one, he has the big collection of toy cars in the world. Bigger, the biggest. We compare with the superlative form. And remember, as the word feed, we must double the last letter. Bigger. The biggest. Okay. Next, I want to do with you the short test. So just choose one of 3 variants. Mrs. Jones is the friendliest. All our neighbors. Friendliest of all. Robert is than Jim compared to people with comparative. So comparative is taller than Jim. Mary is patient person I know. Mary is only one, not Mary with Jane or etc. So Mary is the least superlative form. Kate is very tall, so she only wears shoes. We don't compare shoes with trainers or etc. So just adjective, flat shoes. I think the green dress suits you. suits you better than others. Yes, Alex is more artistic than his sister. Much more is that we must remember. And let's choose the variants that we must fill the gaps. Hi, my name is Molly and I like dogs than cats. Dogs more or most. We have comparative form. More than cats. Because they are friendliest. We compare dogs and cats again, so we use friendlier. This picture of my dog. His name's Boris. He is the most beautiful, more beautiful. If you have got the article the, you can use the superlative form. Most beautiful dog in the world. He is 11 years old, so he is 1 year than me. We compare our dog with us, so older than me. 11 is old for a dog, so now I can run faster than Boris. Boris is old, so I can run faster than Boris. I would also like to have a horse, but my mom says they are too expensive. They are the most expensive pets of all. The most expensive superlative form because we compare the horse with others animals. So your home task will be to speak about your pet and use the comparative or superlative forms in your sentences. See you next time. Goodbye.